All right, buckle up, everyone. We're diving deep into Chilean wine today. And you know what that means?
Oh,
Miguel Torres Chile.
I was going to say tannins, but okay, Miguel Torres, I'm ready.
And we've got it all. Articles, excerpts, everything but the vineyard itself. But hey, maybe someday, right?
Mm,
For now, let's uncork this story.
yeah, absolutely. And I think what's really interesting about Miguel Torres Chile is it's not just about the wine, it's this whole story of legacy,
Oh, yeah.
innovation, and this deep respect for the land. And, it all begins, it always does, with family.
Okay, so give me the family history.
The Torres family, yeah, and their roots in winemaking.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking centuries going all the way back to Spain.
Wow, centuries, really. So before Chile was even on the map for wine, these guys were already...
Oh, yeah. Picture this. 17th century, Catalonia, Spain.
Oh, wow.
The Torres ancestors are already tending vines. They're crafting wine, passing down, that passion for viticulture through who knows how many generations.
I mean, that's got to be in their blood by now.
Oh, it's woven into their DNA.
All right, so family tradition's one thing, but when does this become, a real deal winemaking empire?
Well, that's where the Torres brothers come in.
Okay.
Jaime and Miguel Torres Vendrell.
And this is...
We're talking 1870.
Got it.
They established the company, and those two,
The OG dynamic
they
duo.
laid the foundation.
So what were their superpowers?
Jaime, the businessman, right. He focused on those international markets, getting the Torres name out there.
Smart.
And Miguel, he's the artist. He's all about the craft, always trying to make Spanish wine the best it could be.
I like it. The brains and the the nose, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And it works. They had success.
But I bet they didn't just stay put, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they had to have this adventurous spirit.
You're absolutely right. And that's what brings them to Chile.
Okay, here we go.
Led by, you guessed it, another Miguel, Miguel Torres Carbó, third generation of this dynasty.
Keeping it in the family.
Oh, yeah. And in the 1970s, he's thinking bigger, beyond Spain.
So he saw something in Chile. I mean, it was just starting to make a name for itself back then.
Oh, it was. And he wasn't just chasing a trend.
I mean, some people thought he was crazy.
Oh, yeah, but he saw the potential.
So 1979, they set up shop.
Miguel Torres Chile,
First foreign winery to do so.
in the Curico Valley.
Wow, bold move.
I mean, he believed in what Chilean terroir could bring.
Okay, terroir. Now you sound like a real wine snob. Break it down for us regular folks.
I try not to be a snob about it, but yeah, terroir. Think of it like the wine's soul. It's the soil, the climate, the land. It all gives the wine its personality.
So he's not just trying to make Spanish wine in Chile. He's going for something different.
He wanted Chilean wine to stand on its own, to show off what it could be.
And how did he plan on doing that?
Well, that's where his approach to winemaking comes in.
And you said earlier, revolutionary, right?
He wasn't afraid to shake things up a little, to change how things were done.
Give me an example.
So think about Chilean winemaking back then. A lot of tradition, not a lot of new technology.
Yeah.
But here comes Miguel Torres Carbó with stainless steel tanks
Oh, fancy.
for temperature-controlled fermentation, French oak barrels for aging.
So he's bringing in all these European techniques, but also trying to highlight the Chilean grapes.
He knew they could work together.
Huh. Okay, I'm starting to get it.
And it's not just about the fancy equipment. He championed native Chilean grape varieties.
Some we've probably never even heard of, right?
Oh, yeah. Some almost forgotten, like the Carmenere, and this one's a fun one, the Pays grape.
Pays. Okay, now that's a new one for me. That sounds like something, like my grandpa would drink.
Yeah, it's got this really interesting history brought to Chile by Spanish conquistadors way back in the 16th century.
Wow.
And over time, it kind of got pushed aside for more popular grapes, the French ones.
Yeah.
But Torres Carbó, he saw something in it.
What, like a diamond in the rough?
He thought this grape had something special to offer.
I mean, what a story. This guy sounds like a pioneer.
Absolutely. He saw potential where others didn't.
Okay, I'm definitely going to have to try this Pays wine.
Oh, you should. But before we get to that, we have to talk about another big part of what Miguel Torres Chile is about.
Lay it on me.
Sustainability.
That's a big one these days. Everyone's talking about it. But how do they actually do it?
They walk the walk, let me tell you, every step of the way.
All right, I'm ready. Let's get into it.
It's not just talk with them. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
When they say sustainability, they mean it. They've got this, holistic approach to everything.
Okay, so paint me a picture. What's happening in those vineyards?
Okay, so first off, organic and biodynamic farming.
Organic, I get, but biodynamic, that's next level, right?
It is. It's like they see the whole vineyard as this, living, breathing thing.
Okay, I'm officially intrigued. Break it down for me.
So instead of just, Chemical fertilizers, they're using compost, natural ingredients, even get this, cow horns buried in the soil.
Cow horns. What, like some ancient ritual?
It's about energy flow or something like that.
All right, I'll take your word for it. But
Yeah.
does it really make a difference in the wine?
Oh, absolutely. Healthier soil means healthier vines.
Okay.
And that translates to more flavor, more complexity in the grapes.
I'm all about that. But sustainability, it's got to be bigger than just the vineyard, right?
You're right. And this is where Miguel Torres Chile really shines.
Get me?
Carbon footprint, they're all about reducing it.
It's a big deal for any winery.
Huge. And they were the first in South America to achieve carbon neutrality.
No way. How do they manage that?
Well, they went all in on renewable energy, solar panels everywhere.
Doesn't work.
And they even use, like, leftover stuff from the vines, biomass, to generate energy.
Nothing goes to waste.
No, and speaking of things that are precious, let's talk water.
Especially in Chile, right? Water's a big issue.
Absolutely, but they've got it figured out.
Drip irrigation, I'm guessing.
Of course, but they've taken it even further.
Like what?
They collect rainwater, they even treat wastewater and use it for irrigation.
Talk about making every drop count.
They're leading the way, not just in Chile, but for the whole industry.
It's amazing what they've done, and they're sharing what they know with everyone else.
They want everyone to be better, to think about the future.
Okay, so now for the fun part, the wine itself. What makes Miguel Torres Chile wines stand out?
It's everything we've been talking about, the legacy, the innovation, the land.
Give me some examples.
All right, so their Cordillera de los Andes line, it's like a tour of Chile's different wine regions.
So you get to taste all the different terroirs.
Exactly. You want a bold Cabernet Sauvignon. You got it.
Okay.
A crisp Chardonnay, they've got that too.
Each bottle's like a postcard from a different place.
I like that. And if you want a taste of history, go for the Menso de Velasco Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay, I'm writing this down.
That's from the Mall Valley, one of the oldest wine regions in Chile.
Old vines, old traditions. I'm there.
And we can't forget about our friend the Pays grape, right?
Oh yeah, Mr. Torres Carbó's pet project.
Well, they turned it into something pretty special, the Santa Digna Estelado Rosé.
Rosé from the Pays grape. How does that even work?
And they use the same method as champagne, the traditional method.
Wow, talk about innovation.
It's a really delicious wine. You'll have to try it.
I'm on it. And they've got other wines too, right?
Oh yeah, Sauvignon Blancs, Pinot Noirs, even organic and biodynamic options.
It's like they thought of everything.
They did, and it all goes back to that commitment to doing things the right way.
Yeah, it's not just about making wine, it's about the bigger picture.
Exactly. Their story, it's about legacy, it's about the planet, and it's about making a difference.
So what do you think, what resonates most with you from all this?
Is it the sustainability, the forgotten grapes, or maybe the way they blend the old with the new? It's a lot to think about.
I'm honestly blown away. You know, it's more than just a glass of wine, it's this whole story.
It really is. Like, you're tasting history, you're tasting passion.
Yeah. And responsibility too. You know,
Yeah.
They're really thinking about the future.
Oh, absolutely. And it makes you think, like, what are we supporting with our choices?
Exactly. And, you know, I came into this thinking, okay, Chilean wine, interesting.
Right.
But it's so much more than that. It's a family, it's a philosophy, it's a whole way of life.
It is. And every time you open a bottle of Miguel Torres Chile, you're part of that story.
Yeah, you're not just drinking wine, you're experiencing something special.
Absolutely.
So what about you listening in? What's sticking with you from all this?
What really grabbed your attention? Was it the sustainability aspect, the whole saving the forgotten grapes thing, or maybe just how they've kept that family tradition going but still managed to innovate?
It's inspiring stuff. And you know what? Next time you're picking out a bottle of wine,
Yeah.
look for Miguel Torres Chile. Give it a try. You might be surprised.
And I bet you'll see it in a whole new light, you know? Like, there's a story behind that label.
There is, and it's a good one.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.